teach you how to make what we call sofrito. It's pretty much the base of a lot of our cooking. It includes a lot of aromatic herbs, and it goes into like cilantro, peppers, garlic, onions. Some people put a lot of other things, but I keep it really simple. I don't like too many things in my base. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to make it. Okay, guys, so we're just gonna begin by cutting the peppers into decent sizes, because remember, all of these ingredients will be going into the blender. So please make sure to rinse out as you go. You don't want any seeds in your sofrito. Okay, you're gonna put them in a bowl and continue that way until you're pretty much chopping up all of your ingredients. Okay, this is very simple to make. It doesn't take a genius to do this, and it gives your food a lot of flavor. Okay, so as you go chopping up, you're gonna go rinsing, putting it into your bowl. And I like to use different peppers only because it gives it like a really good flavor. A lot of people just stick to green onions. I personally like to use, they stick to green peppers. And red peppers, I like to use pretty much the yellow, red, and green peppers. So, and again, it's gonna be a really chunky base to your food. It makes everything taste so great. But yeah, you just keep cutting everything. Put it into your little bowl. I'm telling you guys, like, this is like life for me. If this is not in my food, I really, I can't say I wouldn't like it if someone else made it without it, but something about the flavor is just completely different. So, if you've never tried it, I'm telling you, this will eliminate you having to cut peppers every single time you cook, onions every time you cook. And at times that can become very tedious because you're like, oh, I have to go home, I gotta chop up these things. It becomes a little too much. So, and you can use the same container in which the peppers came into. Just put your trash, okay? So now rinse your board, only because there are seeds on it. And some people just don't like to bite into seeds. Okay, so then the sofrito pretty much looks like this. Okay, you can tell what it is actually by the smell. A lot of people confuse it with parsley for some reason, because it looks similar, but cilantro has a very strong smell, which is great because when you cook with this, oh my god, like I'm telling you, the food is great. So this, pretty simple. You're just gonna chop it in half. Usually they come in like maybe 2 bunches. Okay, make sure to put it in your bowl because all of this is going to go in your blender. Okay, some people have a food processor, whatever's best for you. I use my blender. I don't get too fancy with things. And again, some people just, don't like to use certain appliances. Me, I just prefer my blender. Okay, so just make sure to peel the onion, by the way. Don't chop up the entire, just peel it, and you're gonna cut it in 4. Okay, because the blender can only do but so much work. So just cut it into 4, so everything can be done. Or at least can be chopped up very nicely. It should look something like a puree. Okay, so you will need, for the container that I'm going to make, I would need about 2 onions. 2 onions, about 6 peppers, 1 big bunch of cilantro, and then we're gonna use 2 heads of garlic. I love cooking with garlic, guys. So something about garlic, you know, it's good for you too. So then I wonder if that's the reason why I don't really get sick. I love cooking with it. It is awesome. Okay, so on the same thing here, we're gonna cut this piece here, and then we're gonna cut it like this. That. And that's it. See, it's not that hard. It's pretty simple. And you make one jar. Well, I have a big plastic container that I make. It literally lasts me about maybe 2 to 3 weeks, because I cook so much with it that's how much. But hey, you know, if you can buy all these ingredients and it lasts you 3-4 weeks, I'm like, that's a win. Okay, so now the garlic, I have a very easy trick to it. Some people, again, hate peeling garlic. They'll just rather buy the minced garlic that's already pre-chopped. Me personally, I do not like it. Okay, guys, so I have a pretty cool trick as to how to just clean up your garlic cloves. Okay, some people will see this and they're like, oh my god, I have to peel all these garlics. And actually, there's a pretty trick to it. You're gonna end up chopping off that little section here. Okay, you're gonna chop it off. Okay, just take that part off, right? And then you're just gonna smash the clove of garlic like this one good time. Okay, and it should literally come right off. This one didn't do it right, but do it one good time really hard, not to the point where you mess it up, but see, it comes right off. Very simple. Okay, so here you go. The next one, smash pretty hard. That's it, right? And come all the way around, and it comes off. Okay, so we're pretty much done with chopping up all of the ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna start getting to the grinding part. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little bit of olive oil, about 1 tablespoon. Okay, and then we're gonna do the 2 pinches of salt. That's it. Very simple. Then you're gonna do a 1. And now I'm gonna bring out my jar that is pretty much empty. So I'm gonna show you. So this is pretty much the jar that I used to keep this in. So we are going to pour this in. Actually, I'm gonna pour a little bit back, only because I do have leftover peppers. Sorry, guys. So I want to use up all my ingredients. So we're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna grind this up a little bit. So this is pretty much what we have. So this will last about 3 to 4 weeks. So, and this pretty much goes in everything. It goes in soups, it goes into beans, it goes into yellow rice, it goes into pretty much everything. So stay tuned for my first meal.